We are at the AKRS headquarters here in Lincoln, and I am with CEO Kevin Clark. We want to learn a little bit more about what's going on in David City and in North Platte. There's some developments going on there in terms of the dealerships. Maybe tell us a little bit more.
Sure. Well, the first thing that we're working on is our David City store. We're actually relocating it a little bit north of town on a brand new plot of ground that we've acquired, and we're going to build a store completely from the ground up. It'll be a completely modern facility, pushing darn near $10 million facility there in David City for us to be able to build a brand new John Deere store like that. It'll have state-of-the-art, shop to it, both heating and air conditioning, but as well as things like making sure that we have charging stations, because as things become more electric, we're going to make sure we can charge things as well. So we're going to make it state-of-the-art for the technicians there, which will also make sure that our service capabilities at that store will work for now and in the future.
What about in North Platte?
So at our North Platte, which is a much newer facility than the one that we're replacing in David City, so we're going to do an expansion on that one and add additional shop space, as well as upgrade the shop there as well. In addition to that, we're also putting on a new wash bay to make sure that we're able to clean equipment well. It's a great expansion there in North Platte. It's going to increase the employment there for that store, but even more importantly, it's going to allow our service and capabilities to help farmers out a lot faster. So that's something we really want to do at AKRS, is make sure we get to people really quickly and service them as fast as we can. So whether that's additional shop space, new technicians, or improvements in technology, we want to make sure that we can help people really quickly.
Maybe talk a little bit about how these facilities are going to impact the community where they are.
Sure. Well, in a lot of the communities that we serve, we're one of the largest employers in town. When you take kind of the schools and hospital out of the equation, we're one of the largest employers there. So it's really important for us that we do things that add back to the community, whether that's things such as supporting a local softball team, adding new employees to a store, and be just very supportive of the community as a whole.
Do you have any plans beyond these two announcements that you're making in David City and North Platte?
Yeah, that's a great question. With 27 different stores, it's one of those things that we're going to kind of continue to reinvest in stores as we go along. With that many, even if we only did one a year, it would take us almost 3 decades to redo all of our stores. So we're going to be doing a couple every year. Some are going to be more major refurbishments, and some of them are going to be ground up stores. And we're looking to do basically at least 2 big ones each year. One big refurbishment, kind of like the North Platte one, and one ground up one like the David City. So again, next year we're going to do a couple more as well. And again, in those local small town communities in Nebraska, not only help those communities, but to help serve the farmers as well.
All right. Well, Kevin, thank you very much for telling us about some of the great things that are happening at AKRS right now. Thank you for being here today.
Thank you very much. It's been a pleasure.